This is the business of art. G'day and welcome to the business of art. Today I'm in Melbourne, wonderful, beautiful Melbourne, and I'm here with the wonderful, beautiful Bree. Bree is an early career artist in Melbourne. Early career because I think that sounds better than emerging artist. I hate emerging artist.
Yeah.
You're an artist. You're an artist.
Yeah.
You're just early stages.
Yeah.
So you're a visual artist. Tell us about the art that you do.
So my art predominantly focuses around animals. I don't know why I chose animals. They just randomly decided to be what I did. So I started them with some stencil work, and I also do line art cutting. So generally my artwork will be quite whimsical. And currently I'm doing a set of Christmas cards based on the 12 Days of Christmas.
Brilliant.
With a bit of a twist.
Okay.
So,
Excellent.
yeah.
So Bree and I have known each other for a very long time, actually, and when she was starting to look at breaking out and actually creating a business from her art, we had a bit of a chat about some things. And so since then, a couple of things that Bree's done is to start an Instagram account and link that to a Facebook account so that she can cross-pollinate that audience.
Or if I haven't, I gotta do that soon.
Oh no, you don't have to link it so it feeds to it.
No, and so that they can find it easily.
Yeah.
That's probably it.
So yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to be able to have on there that you can follow me on Instagram, on the Facebook page, and then, you know, if you're looking...
click on it and you go, boom.
Yeah. So, point one, connect your dots. I like it. So, I'm staying with Bree for a couple of days down here, and we were just chatting about where her business is at, and so I thought, well, let's actually film it and have that chat and then make this an episode of the business of art. I'm slightly pre-coffee, so if I stutter, that's why.
Wait, didn't we get you a coffee?
Yeah, it was only one.
Oh.
I know, pre-coffee. There's got to at least be 2 in the morning to get kicked off. Need
Lucky
2.
you.
So we're going to have a look at Bree's Instagram account. Just I've got a couple of things that I was planning to share with her anyway, and then we thought we might have a quick look at her Facebook page and just sort of have a look at that and how she's selling and what the sort of points of difference are and that kind of thing. So let's start with your Instagram account. Yeah, great. So how about you tell people what your Instagram account is? So if people are searching for you on Instagram, what should they find?
So some days I can't tell what I'm meant to be looking for, but I currently have it under MadebyB4U, which is pretty much what I'm calling my business at the moment.
I like it.
So I've even made logos for backs of things and whatnot. I suspect that if you also type in my name, Brianna Fritz Hammond, you also come up with the same thing.
And I'll put both of those in the comments under the video, so you can get those and click on those links and follow Bree on Instagram. So, when did you start your Instagram account?
That's a very good question. I think it was only a few months ago.
Yeah, I didn't think it was very long.
No.
It was after we chatted last time, wasn't it? Had you started it before then?
You know, I can't remember.
Yeah, all right. So it was only
somewhere around that conversation that we had.
Yeah. So, based on some people that I'm following that are kind of in social media, like Gary V and those kinds of guys, I really connected to the concept of first post, 6th of May. There you go, 6th of May, first post. I really love Gary V's concept of document, don't create. That, you know, for us as artists to be able to document our process, that in itself is fascinating to people. Yeah. And so that was the recommendation I gave to Bree, as particularly an early career artist, to document the process of making the art that she's making and actually put that up as content that she's supplying to people that are interested in following that. That in itself would create an audience of people interested in the art that she's doing, which if she wanted to monetize that later, which you do.
I'm trying.
She's trying. It actually gets people connected into the process early, and you will find that there are people that will want to buy your art because they've been following that journey. So, so that's what she's been doing, and it's been really great to see the process of creating these Christmas cards on your Instagram feed. I've really enjoyed that, and I love some of your artwork is really quirky. I really love that. This, what is that? It's a chicken?
That's a French hen.
It's a French hen, yeah. Cool. I thought it was.
Yeah.
I said chicken, but you know,
it is a chicken.
I'm not classy, so it's fine.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
But
it's a chicken.
Yeah. So some of your art is really quite, you know, characteristic of you. It's lovely, and I like it. I think it's great. So, and then to see the artwork starting as drawings, and then to see the artwork turn into a lino print, then to see that lino print carved, and then to see the end result of what those prints look like has been really great. And it's, I suspect, been the concept of documenting that as you go has been a little bit less stressful in the concept of creating content for your Instagram page?
Kind of. It's the... Oh shit, I've forgotten to take a picture today. Oh, wait, hold on, this thing's sitting really nicely. How about we just click? Okay, that might sedate them for the moment. But, I mean, it works. It works in different kinds of ways when you're finding, like, I took a picture of the roll of paper that I'd just been cutting out to make registers for the prints. Took pictures of my press. Just anything I thought was visual and that it might... It helps the audience kind of follow where I'm going at the moment. Like last night, stupid o'clock in the morning, was patching up the cards to be given out to the people that have already gone, hey, I want a set, I want a set.
So you've already sold some?
Yes.
Awesome. How many have you sold?
12 sets, I think.
Brilliant.
And Mum...
Fist bump for you. 12 is better than 0.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So, yeah, like Mum and Dad have been taking packets.
Mum and Dad haven't bought them all, have they?
No.
Okay,
no,
good.
No,
all right.
No.
So, but they're doing deliveries for you to friends and whatever?
Yeah, they're doing that as well as they took a set to work each.
To advertise it.
Yeah, to go,
Brilliant.
hey, so Bree's doing this and these are what they look like. If you want a set, they cost this much. And
great.
So, yeah.
Cool. All right, so a couple of things that I was planning to tell you.
Yeah.
Firstly is I love what you're doing with the feed at the moment. I love seeing that progress. I think that's really fascinating. I'm not a visual artist. Not at all. But I love seeing visual artists create work, and this is really great. It's great to see this process in the works, you know, which is really cool.
Yeah, it's always kind of fun to come across people's reactions. So it's ace.
Awesome. And you get to feed off that too, which is really cool.
Yeah, and it's really good for your mindset because you know I dip and high all the time. So trying to get yourself out of the dip where you're going, should I be doing this? Maybe I shouldn't be keeping with my art. Maybe I should just go get a conventional job. And then you go, no, actually, this makes me happy.
Do not go to a conventional job if you're an artist. Well, I mean, you need to pay the bills, but no. Do your art.
Yeah.
You must do your art. Find a way to do your art. You must.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll go insane. You have to do what you love. It's 100% the only answer in life. I mean, speaking from experience, that's it. It has to be. It has to be. So let's talk about your Instagram account for a second. So 49 followers, all right? So we're literally early career right now. So we got 49 followers after a couple of months. A couple of little pieces of advice I wanted to throw at you based on the experience that I've had so far. And just, you know, I guess that sort of regular messaging that I'm seeing in other entrepreneurs and other Instagram accounts and that kind of thing. So the photographs, I think you're doing really great. It's really good. Aeroplane. We're outside because there's a lot of people inside and the chatting inside was super loud. So we went, let's go outside, and now we've got a plane.
What he's also not telling you, we live about 15 minutes from the airport.
Oh yeah, it's very handy, which is why I'm staying with them. So, all right, plane's gone.
Yep.
So, I think what's really nice is that when you first started, you were just posting stuff, and you were just, and that's, for me, the start was so important that you just started. So that was really exciting to see. And it was really clear to me to see that you weren't really sure what you should be posting.
Yeah.
You weren't really sure what you were doing with it, but you've forged through and you've maintained that effort and you've done it. And there's a little shot of a dog in there, which is
that was my
puppies sell. Seriously, puppies sell. I don't know why. Put a photo of a puppy on your Instagram feed,
Boom.
all right, and hashtag the crap out of it. You'll get a lot of likes for it. It's just crazy. Not that likes are the only important thing. I'm not saying that, but they're helpful. Anyway, so what's really been interesting is seeing that development of as you've kind of found your feet with how you want to use your Instagram account at the moment. So that's really exciting. So well done there. I love seeing work in progress through here as a visual artist. I think for me, that's what's interesting to me. I mean, it might not interest everyone, but I find that interesting. And I think, we talked about that before, so I'm not going to go on about that. Yeah. The thing I wanted to really kind of drive for you was just, and I know because this is new for you, you haven't really used Instagram before, is the importance of hashtags.
Yes.
So I can see that on most of your posts you have 3 to 5 hashtags that are fairly relevant to what you're doing. And I would really encourage you to play and explore more with hashtags as well. So on Instagram you can have up to 30 hashtags in your message. It sounds like a lot, I know, but when you actually get going, you'll just be like, 31, damn it. But what you can do is I think about the other types of, like, what's the audience that you want coming to connect, because like this one here, which is the lino cut of the
Releasing the geese.
the geese.
The geese.
You've got hashtag Christmas, cards, and printing. So
Don't know why I didn't do more that day.
yeah. So I think this is just another habit to build into the way
Yeah.
that you're using Instagram. Is I would hashtag Melbourne. I would hashtag artist.
Yeah.
I would hashtag.
I've been doing artists recently.
Great.
So I guess it's kind of, there's also a tag for Australian artist.
Perfect.
Granted, I don't know why I stopped doing that one.
Yeah, I actually keep a little list now of the ones that I want to use all the time.
Yeah.
That are just a little bit more beyond the specific thing that I'm
Yeah.
working on, a little bit more of that general kind of terminology.
Yeah,
So really
sometimes.
think about other things that you can do. And when you start typing a hashtag, it will show you
come
the
up with the list.
number of people. Yeah.
Yeah.
So tap into that. And I would really encourage you to start building that habit
Yeah.
of the hashtags as well, because what you'll find with that is it will help you really grow your audience on
Yeah.
Instagram as
Yeah.
well, organically.
Yeah.
So people that are interested in the subject matter. So you could, for that one, you could put geese, you could put 12 Days of Christmas
Yeah.
as a hashtag.
Release.
Classic stories, nursery rhymes.
Yeah, true.
All of these sort of different things that really are connected to what the
Yeah.
product is, the image is. And I would probably go a little bit further in, if this was somebody's first Instagram post of yours
Yeah.
that they saw,
Yeah.
I would probably say a little bit more in the comment
Yeah.
to connect it back to what it is.
Okay,
So
yeah.
rather than just release the geese, which is hilarious, maybe do a couple of enters so that you can create some space, because I love that as a line.
Yeah.
That's really engaging to me. Oh, that's really funny. I love what that is. But if this is the first Instagram post of yours I've seen, I might not quite know what it's in
Yeah.
relation to.
Yeah.
So I might.
Especially if I haven't put artist or anything like that.
Yeah.
I have to do it.
I'm not telling you that you have to do this. My approach would be to probably enter, and create some space,
Yeah.
and then just say,
I-
card 4 in my series of 12
Yeah.
for the 12 Days of Christmas or
Yeah.
something like that. Just so people are kind of able to, at a quick glance, see what it's in relation to.
I did the enter for some of the hashtags the other day. Like
Yep.
I wrote the
Just
whole
create
thing
some
and
space.
then
I do that all the time.
it's
'Cause
just to separate them out.
Yes. Yeah. So anyway, so that was one thing there. So I really love the way that your Instagram's developing.
Yep.
I love, and look, I'm no expert, let's be clear. I'm just a guy that has a little bit of knowledge, and I'm sharing what I know, and I'm just giving my opinion. That's all it is. She's a friend and she's happy to take it. But I really like the way it's developing. I think that being a visual artist, you take interesting photos as well, which is really great.
I try.
No, you're doing really good.
to get out of
Yeah,
that.
great. So, been really great to see that development. So this is 4 in the set of 12.
No, there's so it's a set of 4, and they cost $15.
I
just chose
You just
the
chose
ones
4
that
out of
had
the 12.
animals in them.
Got you.
So,
Great.
funnily enough, Christmas does poultry.
Yeah, funny. Okay, let's talk about now
Mm-hmm.
how you're selling these and where you're selling them.
Yeah.
So you've got a Facebook page set up for the arts page as well.
Yeah.
And are you selling from the Facebook page, or how
Well,
are you selling at the moment?
I have mentioned it on the Facebook page, as in one of the posts with the 4 images was and you can buy it, just message me. They cost this much for these amounts. I also did that on the Instagram.
Mhm.
But I'm like, I get 1 or 2 likes, and then no one
And no
orders
conversion.
anything.
Yeah.
So it's a little disheartening. It's like, well, okay, I've put all this work in. I'm trying. I'm not sure what else I can do.
Yep, okay. So there's a
so-
couple of things. Don't
yeah.
get disheartened,
No,
okay?
yeah.
Your
Kind of
early career. So, and this is the first time that you've been doing this, right? So
Yeah.
don't get disheartened.
Yeah.
Take it as a learning.
Yeah,
Take everything
definitely.
in, assess it all, and really be for what you've got to look at. Be solutions focused about, okay,
Yeah.
what's the issue I've got at the moment? I mention it, I get a couple of likes, which is great
Yeah.
because it means people are interested.
Yeah. I think
But
I
you're
had
not getting
one
a
share.
Okay, and you've got to share. Great. You are tapping into the potential of a global audience.
Yeah.
So somebody in America might sort of look at this and go, wow, I love those, I want some.
Yeah.
How is somebody in America going to get a copy of these from you? How are they going to buy a set? How are people paying you for the items?
Well, that's what I'm still trying to work out because it's
Okay.
predominantly face to face. They're handing money at the
Okay,
moment.
so does your fee, the $15 for the cards, how many cards in total do they get for that?
4.
Just 4 cards, okay. So does that include postage?
No, probably won't, but
Okay, so you really need to think about that.
yeah.
Because here are the things that, for me as a customer,
Yeah.
I'm going to struggle with. How do I order them?
Yep.
How do I pay for them? And how do I get them? Okay, so I would suggest, let's have a look at your feed here. There is the option in Instagram to put a bio link, right? So you'll see a lot of people when they're promoting something or they're talking about something that they're involved in, one of the lines on the comment will always be link in the bio. And so in your bio on Instagram, you have the option to put in a website link. So
I don't really have a website at the moment. It's a
no,
work
that's
in
right.
progress.
But what you can do is you can create a payment page in PayPal.
Yeah, PayPal's something a little bit thingy on because of that whole thing where all the details got leaked.
I understand there might be a little bit of fear if there was a leak of information from PayPal, but in these big, massive companies, it's really rare for it to happen. And the minute it happens, they are all over getting that fixed. That, you know, because they don't want it to happen again because they've got millions of users that are then at risk.
Yeah.
And if millions of users leave them, they don't have a business. So they're absolutely going to put a priority on getting that fixed.
Yeah.
So I'm not that worried myself about that kind of issue. But you need to have a payment gateway for people to give you money for your product. At $15, given that it's only a few cards, I would even consider maybe letting that include postage.
Yeah,
but that's
I
up
was
to
thinking,
you.
I think that
Because
would
then
be
it's
fine.
one simple payment. $15 is a really nice round figure because you want to make it as simple as possible for your consumer.
Yep.
As simple as possible.
Oh, yeah.
So if you have one payment that covers postage, it just makes it super easy.
Yeah.
All right, but you got to weigh up the cost of postage and what's that going to eat into your profit line, and decide what you want to do. So you might jack it up to $18, whatever.
I have
but
some postage packets already that I got from a recycling place. So
great.
Oh, all of these cards are recycled. They come with recycled envelopes.
Okay, let's talk about point of difference. That's a really interesting point of difference. So that's the important thing to promote on this. You need to promote that this is all hand done.
Yeah.
On recycled paper.
Yep.
They are things right now. So there's hashtags for you: handmade,
Recycled,
renewable, green.
Yeah.
All of those sorts of things. They are big selling points.
Yeah.
Use them as hashtags, and you'll generate an audience of people that are interested in that. They may be more inclined to order from you because it's hand done and recyclable, as opposed to the art, because they might not care so much about the art. So you're finding different ways to tap into different interests within the customer base. Okay, so payment gateway. On your Facebook page, the other thing that you can do here is there's a little thing here that says add button.
Yes.
Okay, so when you get that payment gateway set up, you can change that to say buy now
Yeah.
or purchase or whatever it is.
There's
There's a couple of different
market
options.
mode as well.
Yeah. So you really need to look at that, and I would suggest that you want to look at that and make that something that they can click on there, and it takes them to that same payment gateway that you link in your Instagram account. If you don't want to have a whole website set up yet, which is totally fine because that's expense, but you can do it at a cost-free thing, and you're only going to pay the fees when someone purchases. So that makes it really easy for you, and it's what we call an MVP, a minimum viable product. You're able to set that up. There's no outlay of cost because it's all on these free servers and these free websites, and you can get that set up and it's zero outlay, which is the important thing. On this page, perhaps even make sure that at the moment, if you're trying to sell the cards, that this banner image up here and
Is
this
the
image
cards.
on the side that people see every time they see a post from you, they see the little profile picture, put one of the cards in there as that image. So it's just that kind of a little bit less direct marketing of the product that you can just get it out there and people can see it. And that's the important thing. But I really think at the moment, for me as a customer, there's too many obstacles for me to be able to purchase. I don't know where I can buy it. I don't know how I can pay you. And I don't know if they'll get delivered. So they're just some of the basics that we can really work on very easily and fix up that are going to... And it might not make much difference now, but this is the perfect time to play with it and experiment while you're kind of starting out because it means that you can test it. And you can get used to doing it, and you can build those habits and that understanding of how it works and how a customer thinks and all that kind of stuff. And that's going to help you then for the next stage and the next stage. And as your following on Instagram and Facebook grows and people's interest in your art grows, it's going to be much easier because those processes will then just be ingrained in what you do. And so now is a really great time to think about this stuff and really think about the business behind the art if you are particularly trying to monetize. So how does a customer find out about it? How do they purchase it? And then how do they get it? Those three basic things of selling are really important. And then, of course, outside of that, you've got all of the, what do I do beforehand to entice my customer, which is all the marketing and the connection, and how do I do follow-up sales later? So that kind of stuff, if someone purchases one of your sets of cards, later on, I'd flick them a quick email and just go, hey, hope you received the cards. Let me know if there's been any issues. Really hope you've enjoyed the art, or just something about them, whatever it is that you want to do. But it's just that kind of after-sales follow-up that a lot of people don't do that helps keep a customer connected to you. And it makes them think and feel like you care about them, which you do, because at this stage, every sale is super important. Because that one sale, if you treat that customer right and you get them engaged and really feeling like they are valuable to you, the lifetime value of that customer coming back to buy and buy and buy again is super important. And it's those little things like that that you do once somebody's purchased, that little bit of after sales follow-up takes it from a transactional relationship to an actual relationship. And that's ultimately what any of us really want. So, so I'd definitely be looking at that as well. So that's quite a bit of information there. Has that been useful?
Yes. It'll just, I think
You don't sound confident in that, yes?
No,
we'll
later.
Well, we'll sit down and we'll map out some stuff while I'm here on the weekend, and we'll take that to the next step.
Some of these things have been things I've been thinking about the last few weeks, I guess.
Great.
So, the whole paying and granted, I hadn't really thought about relevant hashtags, so it's not something that occurs to me as an artist. I just don't technology some days.
That's it. And I think the important thing is, and this is for anybody that's in the same situation, is do it. Just get out there and start, and which I think is the most important thing. You will learn as you go. It doesn't matter if you get it wrong. It doesn't matter if you do a couple of crap posts. Ultimately, it's about me being true to who I am as an artist and what I'm doing, so that it's really clear that people get that. But this is the perfect time to test it out and to find out how I want to use it and is it functioning for me. So hopefully you get some useful stuff out of that. Hopefully that was of use to some of you people out there as well. Excellent. Mind blown. So we'll make some notes and we'll get some stuff in place so that we can get this to the next level for you, to make it really easy for a customer to actually engage with you and to actually get that step through into the purchasing process. So thanks for watching. Hopefully this was of use to you. Thanks, Bree. Follow her on Instagram. I'll put the thingies in the messages, comments below.
That stuff underneath.
And so, of course, like, share, subscribe, all of those things. Hit the bell notification so you can find out when the next episode's coming out. No, not when it's coming out, when it is out. I'm only new to this too. This is like the 3rd episode of the video blog.
And he needs more coffee.
And I need more coffee. It's my coffee shirt. Excellent. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Love it.